with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you hate being right, and sometimes you love being right. In this case, I love being right. See, as I sip on my non-alcoholic beverage, and just a minute ago, my phone was blowing up with people talking about, "Hey man, your Packers choked." No. They was never in the position, that type of position. They weren't the number 2 seed. They weren't the number 3 seed. They're the number 7 seed, mainly because of their incompetence in the last 2 weeks. Sometimes you gotta listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I saw that the Packers were not capable of doing anything in the playoffs. I think the thing about Packers fans in general, they get so caught up in the past. I try not to. Yes, we can use it when we arguing with people, arguing with opposite fans, such as Lions fans and Vikings fans, Bears fans, and other fans who haven't really done anything when it comes to terms of winning Super Bowls. Lions fans, they have one winning 14-2 season, 15-2 season, and they thought they already won the Super Bowl already. You still got to play 3 more games to get that elusive trophy. Same thing with the Vikings fans. Lions fans, they ain't never been to a Super Bowl, and then here it continues to go on. Lions fans never been to a Super Bowl at all. Wow, you beat us twice. Congratulations. Excellent job. Now, can you finish the job? Same thing with you Vikings fans. Can you finish the job? Because all that for nothing, and you'll still be ringless, the both of us. But anyways, for Packers fans, 2010, 2011, that Super Bowl, it's many years ago. I'm not getting caught on the nostalgia. Shoot, you think about it, it's 15 years ago now almost, that season. Shoot, I'm still living in California. Shoot, Kobe was still in the league. Shoot, Brown was still in the Heat. Shoot, I was still in college. Shoot, still in my 20s. Shoot, there was no such thing as OnlyFans back then. Shoot, I don't partake in that crap. But anyways, you get the point I'm trying to make. It's been so long. I don't want to become like Raiders fans that still celebrate them 3 rings, even though it was almost 50, 60 something years ago. Probably 50 years ago. 40 to 50 years ago now. It's getting closer. Gee whiz. But the days of Aaron Rodgers, of course, are over. I'm not getting caught that nostalgia either. I'm not even frustrated. I'm not even mad because I knew this was going to happen. After they couldn't get the job done against the Detroit Lions, backups from the corner of somewhere in downtown Detroit, hanging around somewhere. I realized they have a problem. First of all, they can't get to the quarterback, a good quarterback with a good offensive line. Yeah, you can do that against weak ass teams, garbage teams. I wasn't so much impressed. Yeah, he beat the 49ers. It feels good beating the 49ers. Whatever. But it wasn't, there was no Brock Purdy back there, even though I don't think he's a decent quarterback, but I don't think he's top tier. Christian McCaffrey, I think it might be an end for him. He's just too banged up. And I think they still had Debo and George Kittle, but still. Dolphins, Saints, Seattle. Even though Seattle was in the running for a playoff spot, they did finish their season above 500. They did finish the season 3 games above 500. But what are you going to do against the top tier teams? I appreciate them beating those types of teams because those types of games last season, they would have lost. But when you play the elite teams, they also got to show you play the elite teams. And they could not get it done against the Vikings, Eagles, twice now. Or, making this video as the game is probably ending. What's the other team? Lions. They couldn't do that against them. At all. Those are the teams you have to worry about. I think if they would have got the 6th spot, they probably could have beat the Buccaneers. They had to play the Lions. That's if the Redskins, yes, I call them the Redskins, would have beat the Eagles. The Redskins would have got the 7th seed. Which actually could be impossible. Actually possible. I don't know. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But this team was not ready this year. They weren't ready. They weren't ready to make a deep playoff run. I thought some of these guys on ESPN Milwaukee were just, some of them were just being Debbie Downers. And then, like I said, after I saw that Lions game in the last 2 games of the season, no. They're not ready. They're simply not worthy yet. Next year, it might be a little bit different. Somebody said in the comment section somewhere that what makes you think teams are gonna get worse next year? Teams fluctuate their rosters every year, you dummy. I think the quote he was trying to say is, it was just some random comment I saw on some Packer video. And he said, what makes you think the Packers are gonna get better, but other teams are gonna get worse? I think that was the original quote. But like I said, rosters fluctuate all the time. Good teams don't always stay good teams. Some teams fall, like the 49ers, which I think that team might be blowing up. It happens. Packers are still the youngest team. Amazingly, I don't know why. I thought it would have been the Redskins, but the Redskins added so many free agent veterans on that team. But Packers are still the youngest team, and they still have time to grow if they do everything right in the front office. And it always starts in the front office with the GM. What's his name? Gutekunst? Yes, he has made some decent free agent signings in the last couple of years, even some decent draft picks. This year alone, he had Evan Williams and Edrin Cooper. Decent draft picks. Then he also had the lineman that didn't play the whole season from Arizona. I forgot his name already. And then he went in to go sign Brandon Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. Congratulations. But now you need to look at what the team needs, moving on, so you can stop with all this mediocrity, all this subpardness they've been doing for the last 14, 15 years. Oh, I can't blame the rest of that on him. He just came in 2018, but still. Yeah, ain't all this subpardness. You got to figure out ways to get better than ways to get better than the Lions and Vikings. You got to find different ways. You can't just stay stagnant and just hope for the best. It don't work that way. And that's why they haven't been to the Super Bowl. Because they've been stagnant. I'm sure, yes, financially, things got to take place as well. But if you have an opportunity to go get a decent free agent that could pass rush in the defense, go get them. Now, some people speculate Max Crosby might be up. Some people speculate old boy from the Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett. I don't know about none of those two. They probably won't need those two. They probably need some low-key DN, free agent, that don't really have a big name for himself, but just rushes and get to the quarterback at will. That's really all they need. Now, if somehow you get some big-time free agent signing like they did this past offseason, then fine. I don't think that's going to happen, but they need somebody that can rush the quarterback, put some pressure on the quarterback, and their defense will be almost top tier. And probably another corner because Jair ain't in anymore. So good as he is, he just ain't in it no more. He just can't stay healthy. And they need to get Christian Watson back. Probably need another wide receiver, or at least develop wide receivers. Some people are saying they need some top-notch wide receiver. I don't think they really do. This team just needs more confidence in itself. I saw that last Lion game. Try not to choke. I saw that last Lions game they played. They came out they looked intimidated. They didn't look ready. I think I might have said this before in a different video. They did not look ready at all. They looked very timid. Can't come out like that playing football. No, you got to be ready. You got to be hyped. You got to be ready to crush the other opposing team's heads off. I don't know how they're supposed to get to that point. I don't think Matt LaFleur is that type of motivator like Dan Campbell is. Sorry, it's just the truth. I don't think Matt LaFleur got it. And yes, he'll be staying on next season. Just like Mike Tomlin will be staying on next season for the Steelers. I know them Steelers fans are not happy about that. But Matt LaFleur is getting to the levels of like people say, oh, he's not on the high seat, but they don't do anything next season. In terms of at least NFC Championship game or even Super Bowl appearance, is anything below that, he might have to be on the hot seat because now you're getting into your, what is it? He's a 6th season, 7th season around that time. You're getting more seasons in. You still haven't done much. So, told you guys this was going to happen. I told you Packers were going to beat the Eagles. But people don't believe me. They don't believe fat, mean, and greasy. I don't know what that means, but I just said it. And to that idiot out there on my other channel talking about I didn't know anything about don't know nothing about the 2010 Packers run. I did watch that pretty much, buddy. My point of making my comment was saying that the Eagles fans are so sure that nobody can come into their house and beat them. Well, the Packers did in 2010 on a run to the Super Bowl, and I said convincingly. The reason why I said convincingly, because the Packers pretty much led the whole entire game, you imbecile. Yes, it was 21-16. But the Eagles was trying to catch up. And Tremont Williams intercepted Mike Vick in the end zone, you idiot. They was never down in that game, you idiot, you imbecile. The only time I think they was down in a whole Super Bowl run was the Falcons game. And I think they was down 14-0 or something like that, 14-7, if I remember correctly. And it was pretty much, after the Packers caught fire in the second quarter, it was pretty much over for the Falcons. So I don't know what I'm talking about, you butthead. Try not to swear. It's a Sunday. I'm also trying not to swear because I actually went to church today instead of watching football. I probably will watch this Buccaneers and Redskins game. But yeah, I went to church today, so I ain't watching no football today. But anyways, it's always next season. We'll be waiting next season patiently through the off season, seeing what the Packers can do. Hopefully they don't lose too much. Hopefully Jordan Love will remember how to run out of the pocket. I don't know why he didn't do that. I think Jordan Love was still injured for most of the season. I think that knee still bothered him. Because I was watching highlights of last season. He was still able to run out of the pocket with ease. And he was pretty quick at it and fast at it too. This season, not so much. So maybe that knee was still bothering, grown and still bothering him. And now that he has a whole offseason to get healthy again, get a little bit more confidence in himself, maybe we might see a different Jordan Love. But anyways, until then, this is the last time I talk about the Packers. I don't know about the NFL. Maybe I might talk about the NFL starting next week, the divisional round. Because now that the Packers are out, my team is the Ravens. Because I want Lamar to get one. So peace. Oh yeah, P.S. Just because I criticize and don't think the Packers are going to win something doesn't make me less of a fan. I don't know why people get so caught up in that. I'm not going to sit here and act like a bunch of Stevie Wonders out there blind to what's really going on with this team. I'm a realist. I keep it funky. Well, maybe not funky, but I keep it 100. I keep it real. So anyways, I won't never hear that again, but I probably will hear that again on this video in the comment section, but whatever. Still, go Pack Go for me.